Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all, I completely forgot that this show even damn came on. Like, they didn't really advertise it. Like, I'm shocked they came back for a season two because um at the reunion special of Real Housewives of Potomac season one, they didn't announce that they was gonna have a season two. It's not like, they do all the time anyway, announce, whether a show is gonna have a season two, but I just was shocked because I was just like, well, I guess I just didn't know how the ratings was or whatever, but apparently the ratings was okay for the Real Housewives of Potomac. It's another black housewife show, just lighter because it's full of a bunch of light skinned women and biracial women. Um, but yeah, I'm shocked that it came out, and I just completely forgot that it premiered last Sunday after the Housewives. I, my bad, chill. But I did review season one, and so I guess I review season two of Real Housewives of Potomac, the bougie, the grand dame. Ooh, child, they so bougie. But here we go. What do I want to talk about? Now, for the first episode, I did not watch the first episode, and I'll go back and watch the first episode when I get time to watch it. Um, but I did see the second episode, The Real Housewives of Potomac season two. Okay, where do I want to begin? Okay, so Karen Hugot, the grand dame of Potomac, she got an empty nest. Her two kids are off into college doing their thing, and her and her husband, they don't filled out their wills, and they don't filled out who gets what child gets what family member gets what, and they got that all together. And they're just bored. They're trying to figure out what the hell to do now. I remember seeing an interview of Karen Hugot on some online show or whatever, and I saw that she was talking, and she was just like they was thinking about adopting because they're bored. They're both elderly, and they just sitting at home by themselves, chilling, just rotting away, and they just want to I shade them. Well, I'm mostly shading her because she's shady as hell in a trip, but I like her husband. He's a nice person, Ray, or at least he seems nice. Whatever, the Black Bill Gates. Okay. So anyway, she they showed the scene where she's calling her daughter. She won't pick up the phone. Her daughter's named Raven. Raven is out there living her life. Okay, Raven is a young lady, and she's out there dipping it and doing it. So shouts out to Raven. So where do I want to go now? That was pretty much it for that scene. Um, let's see. We have Ashley, the little young girl who they used to pick on all the time last season. She is opening up a restaurant, or at least she has a restaurant. Her and her husband, the older white guy she married, forgot his name. Is his name Ray too? I don't know. I learned all these heifers' name again. Whatever. It's been a minute since the show been on, but they're talking. Ashley's talking to Robin and um, Sharice. Sharice was the bougie girl, the bougie brown skin one, the only brown skin one from the show. Um, Now they got another one who I kind of like. But anyway, she had the husband, who's is basically just left her in the house by herself while he went on to have a new wife and to have a new life. And just left her with the kids. They, co-parent back and forth, and he don't check on her or nothing. But they're still technically married, so I don't know. But he treated her like a dog. And last season, Sharice wasn't really relatable because she kept trying to be so uppity and bougie, and I just feel like that's just in all of them. But after a while, her walls started to break down, and she became more likable. So I hope that she's as likable as this full season of season two of Potomac as she was the end season of season one. So we'll see. So they're talking and shooting the shit, and they're at Ashley's little restaurant, and she has a very exotic, very elaborate, very nasty menu of food. She has what does she have? She has eel and damn, I don't damn know. What does she have? She has some kind of kangaroo or snow leopard or Tasmanian devil. I don't know what the hell was on the menu. It was just all kind of exotic, random ass animals that they just smashed up and put in the burgers chair. And she had shells and shit. I don't know what. When I tell you, it just seems like a diarrhea paradise. You hear me? It's as soon as you eat that shit, 30 minutes later, it's flying right through you. It just looked like food poison dream, dream Kardashian. That's just what it seemed like. I was just like, no meum. It gives me gas just thinking about it. Um, so they're all talking and um they get into the whole thing. Now I told y'all I didn't see episode one. So they get into the whole thing of apparently Giselle and Charisse got into it about something that Giselle said. Giselle is kinda like I guess the main housewife, kinda like she's under Karen. It's Karen's the grand dame, and she's the grand princess or whatever. I don't know. It's so many damn rules in Potomac and just upstanding. So who knows? But Giselle's kind of like the main one that everybody liked. Real pretty lady, green eyes, blonde hair. Um, yeah. So they're talking and Sharice, she was just like, you know what, I'm just over Giselle and her mouth is this and her mouth is that. Now, Robin and Giselle are very, very close. However, I didn't realize something until they said it that Robin said that she met Giselle through Sharice. So Sharice was Giselle's friend first, and then, Robin and Giselle got together, yada yada. So it's a whole moment. So they're just kind of going through a little friend moment, and Robin is kind of caught in the middle. Um, let's see. Do. So Katie is not a main housewife anymore. They replaced her with this new girl named Monique. Now Katie was the one last season who was with the white guy, and she was the one that was kind of, I guess, struggling with her racial identity. She's biracial, and she wanted to be she's a Jew or and she just wasn't Katie just wasn't the most likable person last season of Potomac. Not because of her identity issues or anything, but just because of her personality. It was just very, I don't know. It's hard to get with all these Potomac heifers because they just have they're just weird. They just act like Stepford wives and shit. Like they just have a air about them that's just not very likable to the kids, to all us normal people. But anyway, she's no longer holding the champagne. She is just, I guess, just gonna be on the show or whatever. But they got the Monique girl. I guess I don't know why they cut Katie's line, but or cut Katie from being a main housewife, but whatever. So anyway, it was this whole thing about she's trying to have this Casino Royale charity event. She didn't get to complete it last season, so this season she's very much so on the bandwagon to complete it. And she wanted Giselle and Robin's help, but they pretty much shaded her. So she ended up asking Sharice and her friend Brittany, Brianna, forgot her name. Wonder if Sharice and her are still friends. Who knows? But they haven't showed her yet. But I'll remind y'all in future episodes if they ended up showing Sharice friend. But anyway, Katie still wanted them to help, but I don't think that anybody ended up helping Katie with her Casino Royale event. So we see Katie. Oh, she has twins, by the way, two twin girls by her ex husband, and she has a boy. Cute, 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 cute kids. So anyway, she has the event. They're shading her a little bit. Karen just was like, I felt like Katie did the best that she could. That was funny. All the girls are there, and we meet the new housewife named Monique Samuels. She's married to Michael Samuels, Bryant Samuels, whatever the hell his name is. It don't really matter. And he's a retired football player. They have two kids together, a girl and a boy. They have four homes. Why does anybody need four homes? But whatever. Apparently, she said later on in the episode that she, every time he goes to a new city or something that he likes, he say, I need to buy a house here. So, niggas with so much money, they just do foolish shit. They don't know what the hell to do with it. I mean, I don't see the need of having four houses. Um, and you can't have four homes. You have one main home. Your home is your heart. Y'all got four houses. You got one that's your home that you love the most. But having four homes, no, you got four houses, boo. Okay, you got four little vacation spots where you want to go and have a babysitter, lead the kids, and go on about your business. Y'all got four houses to go to, but you only got one main home where your heart is, darling, where all the pictures are, where all the memories are, darling. Anyway, um, so she we get introduced to Monique through Charisse. Charisse apparently knew Monique and all that kind of stuff. The two brown skin sisters know each other. All right. Um, so they're all talking and Ashley's very friendly. I've always liked Ashley. She's very down to earth and chill, and she came right over and said how pretty Monique is and how cool she thinks she is. Giselle came in. Giselle is bad. I would give her that. um I liked Giselle a lot last season. This season she's extra like messy. I think she's feeling herself a little bit, so she's a little extra messy this season and a little extra problematic. um but anyway, she came in with this nasty lace jumpsuit. It was bad. I was like, yes, ma'am, Giselle. She dips it and does it. For real. She looked great in this episode. Giselle seems to kill it on the episodes of the show. Like she looks great. But when it comes to reunion looks, she misses the mark. Cause on season one reunion look, I don't know what the hell she had on. It just looked like a shiny ass um sheet with glitter on it and big emerald earrings. I ain't know what the hell, but hopefully the girls pull it off this reunion. We'll see. We got a long time to the reunion though. The shit just started. So she came in, Sharice introduced all of them and yada yada. And the casino went okay. I don't think anybody really bought anything or whatever, so or won, whatever. So shouts out to Katie for dipping it and doing it, for stepping out her on her own and being a woman. I live. Um, so speaking of houses, like I was talking about a few minutes ago, Karen Huggard, she wants to sell her house because it's too much house for them when it's just her and Ray. And you get lost in that big ass house. One of them might need, emergency assistance, child. They press the button, when the folks be falling, they can't get up. And, the other one might can't reach the other one, child. They might be in a whole other side of the house, a whole other wing, child. They can't run and get to the people. So they need, a close little cute little apartment together. Um, so she invites Robin over to the house. Robin's very sensitive when it comes to money because Robin is very much so the Sheree of Atlanta, the brokest housewife. And she is very sensitive when it comes to, money because she's probably the housewife that had the most struggles or whatever, money wise and everything. And so when Karen talks to her about her selling her house, and Karen asking her about her place, and she was just like, "Child, my apartment is about as small as your basement. My whole apartment would fit in your basement." But she didn't want to say that to Karen because she's a little subconscious about that, which I completely understand, especially around these bougie ass uppity women and the grand dame that is Karen. So they're talking, and they're talking about the whole Giselle versus Charisse thing and how they think it's petty and all that. But Robin was very much so. It seemed like she was on Charisse's side, and she was not on Robin's side. Now, like I said earlier, Robin and Giselle was very very close, but apparently Giselle did something that was completely wrong, and she got some enemies or whatever. But she Robin's not really an enemy, but she just didn't agree with whatever the hell happened. What else? Ashley, moving on from that scene, they was playing pool and stuff. Ashley, she meets up with her husband. They're sitting and talking, and they had kind of made a deal last season, where if they can break even as much money as he's putting into this restaurant, if they can break even, then that's when I guess the restaurant can become hers, or they can start having kids. Because they're trying to plan on having kids, but she wants kids right now. But he was just like, no, like all this money going into this restaurant, like how it would be bad timing if you got pregnant now. Kids cost money, and this restaurant costs money, so the kids ain't here yet. So we need to focus on this restaurant. But Katie, not Katie, Ashley feels like that her husband is not really hearing her or there for her as much as he used to be, because it's just business related, business. So it's just a fine line when you go into business with your mate. It could go completely wrong, and so I don't think I would do it. I mean, I don't know, it just depends on the people, but who is too much drama, child? And I gotta sit here and look at you, cuss me, you're my partner or whatever, or manage me or whatever. You don't sit here and cuss me out. You think you finna lay in the bed with me? No, hell no. But I don't know. It's a difficult situation to be in. Okay, so where do we want to go? Giselle meets up with this guy named, I believe his name is Chris. They've been knowing each other for a long time, like 10, 15, 20 years, something like that. Um, she can't remember because it done been that damn long. And apparently, they're talking and chilling or whatever. I saw and Watch What Happens Live. Giselle was on there, and Sheree from Atlanta. And she was like, she's not single, so I guess they're a couple now. But, Chris, he seems like he's cool or whatever for her. I don't really have an opinion on it yet. So we'll see. He's a good looking guy. He gives me genuine tease a little bit, but a little older, like a little slightly older. Pony is what it is. Okay, where do I want to go now? Monique invited Robin and Sharice to this workout class. It looks so boring. Like if I want to go to a little workout class, where like a whole aerobics moment, um, where it's a bunch of people in one class and one instructor, and they're telling me to do exercise. Like I want to twerk. Like I want to have fun with it. It just seems so tired. I was just like, that's what makes you tired and over it and don't really want to do it, because it's just like, ooh, girl, I don't feel nothing. I don't want to do this. And Sharice was just like, have you seen Robin's body? And she's so fit and this and that, and not Robin. Sharice was just like, you see Monique's body and all this kind of stuff, and I'm just sitting there looking at Monique's body. I'm just like, what body? What body? What hips? What child? All I saw was the ashy elbows, but whatever. I don't even know that lady. We gonna get to know her, and hopefully I like her. I do like her for now, so we'll see. So they're talking, and they asked, is she gonna forgive Giselle? It was just like, child, I don't know, it don't matter. So the last scene was Karen Huggard. She decided to meet up across the street from the White House, and have high tea. All of them came in their little hats. Monique was snatched, and they all showed up, and Giselle was instantly shading Monique. As Karen said, Giselle feels like she's the resident hazer. Like she has to haze every single new person that comes into the group, um, which could get you, a permanent knot on your head. So I don't know why she feels like she can come at everybody, because she's not a fighter. But whatever. They're the type of folks that start shit, but when you get ready to hit them, they be like, "Oh, you're such a hood rat, and why are you doing this?" and yada yada. So they were talking, and Monique started to talk about herself a little bit, and Giselle was just like, Monique was like, "Yeah, we're looking for a home in Potomac." So Giselle was like, "So you don't have a home?" And Monique was just like, "I have four." I was like, "Pow, get her together." So they was kind of shading each other back and forth. Um, let's see. Karen, once all the girls got there, Karen decided to bring up the fact that she feels like Robin is a flip flopper. One minute she's on Cherie's side, and the next minute she's on Giselle's side, which I slightly agree with. But I don't think Robin means any harm. She just wants to be cool with both of them because she is. They're both her friends, so it's just a very awkward situation to be in. Robin was just like, I know your fossil face ass did not bring the. She didn't say that. I said that. She was like, I know your fossil face ass did not bring that up. Like, how shady and like messy are you? But that's who she is, the grand dame. And that's when Monique decided to intervene, and she was just like, I feel like this is a situation where it can be handled. Like, it don't seem like it's that serious. And Giselle was just like, girl, shut up and be quiet. You don't know the situation. And I was here for Giselle when she said that, because I was like, girl, sometimes in these certain situations when you're new, it's best just to sit back and chill out and just listen and wait and be quiet, girl. Wait until you know them like that to speak on, certain things. But the whole objective in these reality shows is to make it to the next season. And the way you make it to the next season is starting shit. So apparently, Monique and Giselle is gonna get into it a lot this season. So we shall see. It's gonna be interesting. But I do appreciate a person who don't hold their tongue. But sometimes it's best to just be quiet. God gave us two ears and one mouth for a reason. We're supposed to listen more than we talk. Think about it, child. That was pretty much it with Potomac that I can think of. It was an okay episode. We shall see. Hopefully, it gets a little better as the seasons go on. Yeah, y'all. I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at ITSKINGWORLD on Instagram and Twitter. At ITSKINGWORLD89 on Snapchat. All the information be in the bottom bar below. Like, comment, subscribe. Chase King was here on Facebook. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. Potomac, y'all. We are back in here with Potomac. I can't believe it, darling. I can't believe it.